Hi guys, so Varshika and I are both in Geography HL, and today we will be discussing our Geography Extended Essay, the Geography Internal Assessment, what classes have been like, particularly with online learning, and a bit about our Geography and ESS field trip from D1. So, what is the Geography Extended Essay about? Like all of the other EEs, it's a 4,000 word essay, but for geography, you have to focus a lot on spatial and temporal changes. So, this means we have to include a lot of maps and a lot of graphs which show how one factor has influenced another factor over a period of time. The methods of secondary data collection we used was usually going to a government website or a research paper to collect data. And for primary data collection, we mainly used Google Forms to send it to the group of people concerned. My research question was, how has the growth and development of Bangalore, India impacted the change in air quality between 2011 and 2019? I chose Bangalore because I've lived here for the past 7 years, and I decided to focus on air quality as I felt it was a very pertinent issue in today's society. As you can see, here is the spatial representation that I have done in my extended essay. Mr. Srini showed us how to do choropleth maps, where basically each color signifies, in this case, a different level of the air quality index. And I used this map of India to show where my study area was. Next, he showed us how to do different types of graphs so that we could represent data in much more concise and organized ways. And these included box and whisker plots and stacked bar graphs. He also taught us a lot of cutting edge statistics, such as Spearman's rank correlation, where you test to see whether one independent factor is correlates with whether an independent factor correlates with a dependent factor. As you can see here, I had to accept the null hypothesis as they did not correlate positively. For our primary data collection, he also taught us how to do chi-square test of independence, where here I compared whether the residents living in the household and the number of vehicles owned were dependent or independent of each other.
For our GeoIA, we looked at how social and economic factors like family size, nationality, number of cars owned influence how far a student lived away from school. We used the school community to collect data. We conducted group data collection for PYP, MYP, and DP, and we successfully got 120 responses. For the structure of the IA, we got samples to understand the criteria and how the marking system is. We also learned how to structure a questionnaire so that anyone from age of 6 to 18 could follow. And we overcame many technical challenges through this process. We also learned nearest neighbor analysis for projecting our data. Here is an example of the structure of the questionnaire. We worked on ensuring the questions were less demanding and detailed enough for convenience, such as using MCQs as a way of questioning, particularly when making a questionnaire for PYP students as it has to be easily interpreted by small children. We also went to each homeroom classes to ensure on collecting valid data as per our IA requirement. Moving to online classes, we use a lot of discussion. We use discussion in our classes. We have a platform. Google Classroom, in which we have all the recordings of the Zooms if we miss out or if we have any internet issues. We also have the IA document, which has the structure and the criteria and other examples, other samples of IAs. We also have each chapter-wise sections, which includes resource materials such as videos or different sections from the textbook. We have 3 different textbooks that we refer from for easy understanding. We also have practice questions over there from past papers. We use Cognity and Oxford textbooks.
So last year in D1 during November, we went for the Geo and ESS trip where we learned a lot about observation skills and we learned how to conduct coursework in the field, and it was a very unique and new experience for a lot of us. We also got to interact with professionals within the fields of geography and ESS, and we learned so much.
We had a lot of fun on this trip. It was also a good way for us to interact with our seniors and make new friends. To conclude, geography actually is a challenging subject, but we have learned a lot of skills throughout the 1 year time, such as essay writing, analysis, statistics, and graphical representation.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.